So I thought I'd check out Jetpack for the Atari ST. Yes. Don't worry, it wasn't a commercial release. Budgie UK, they actually did public domain software. So it's a PD game. May have been exclusive to Budgie UK. As far as selling it goes, but you could make a copy and give it to anyone for free. Those were the rules. So straight away the graphics are ugly, although he does admit he's no artist at all, but no, I would have preferred the original Spectrum graphics. The game doesn't feel like you're playing the original VIC-20 version. I've not played the BBC or the Spectrum version for decades. They're on the cards. So, so the graphics are not only less attractive, but they're also more distracting than the original graphics. The controls are they're just a little bit more iffy. Yeah, I can't really explain it more than that. If you go and play it on an old 8-bit computer and then you go and play this version, you'll know what I mean. You can use the same joystick on them. Assuming you have a Competition Pro that was specially made for the BBC's analog joystick port. It is digital. Well, you can do it on an emulator, I suppose, as long as you use the same keyboard. But enough of the original game has survived that it is quite fun. It's just not as fun as the original machine code versions of the game that ran on, the Spectrum VIC-20. I'm not sure if I've ever played the VIC-20 version on real hardware. I've got 2 copies of it. I couldn't tell you where they are. So here we just, basically built the rocket and then filled it up with the old fuel. Now that picture there of the astronaut, it's an original Amiga ham picture that's been butchered, but that's the only way I could describe. So the enemies move in a different way on the second level. You only have to refuel. You know what, I can't remember what it's called, but that Jetpack clone that was part of the new games that I made. Not really sure what happened there. Screen capture for you. There is no ST emulator I know of for Windows that I can use that has built-in capture. It's put me right off there. Yeah, no, I was just saying I've got 2 copies and I don't really know where they are. I don't know where the switchable RAM expansions are. I've got 2 of those as well. Probably about 20 VIC-20s, I reckon. Maybe a bit less, but I know 6 of them have got the PET keyboard on them anyway. I think I've only bought 1 in the last 5 years. Well, it was quite a nice one, so not quite as mint as the the C64 cardboard sleeve that I've got, but it's not bad. It's very good. So the Shield business, I didn't quite work out what was going on with the Shield business, I have to say. There's a slight issue going on there. Is it a one-time deal? Because I do I do pick up a shield and then it don't seem to last. Now here, it started me with a shield, and then it took it away. I didn't touch anything from what I can remember. Oh well. So like I say, it's uglier, it's more distracting, so the graphics are actually less functional than the original graphics. But it's not a bad game. I probably would have given it a go back then. This is a 1992 game actually. And I probably would have thought exactly what I've just basically said now. I mean, graphics are rubbish and detrimental technically to the gameplay. But I wouldn't have had a Spectrum. 1992. Yeah, I suppose 91 I would have still had my ST. Well, technically my ST still exists as far as I know. My cousin has still got it. 3,000 miles away. But yeah, you know. Would I have enjoyed playing it back then? I'm not really sure actually. Hard to say. Now this excellent music is by Mad Max of The Exceptions. They did those oh yeah, they did the little sound demo and also the big demo, which is sort of like heavily, you know, C64 music inspired, and they yeah, anyway. But yeah, I wouldn't have had a Spectrum back then, so I would have played it for a bit, probably a bit more than I have just now. Let's face it, in 1992 I didn't have my own house. I wish I did. And so I didn't have loads of work to do in my house. And actually, I probably would have played it a bit longer if this was on a real 520 ST.